Many people may wrongly believe that the reason Noah was spared from the flood is because he was the only good person. But the Bible says no one is good on their own, that we're all sinners. So why was Noah spared in the flood? Well, I want to take you back to Genesis 6, where the Bible tells us that God brought the flood because the wickedness of man was great on the earth, and every intention of his heart was only evil continually. But Noah did find favor in God's sight. He found grace. And the Bible does say that Noah was a righteous man and that he walked with God. But what does it mean to be righteous? Listen, we have no righteousness of our own, and neither did Noah. Noah was looking forward to the coming sacrifice of Jesus Christ. That's right. Noah took God at his word, sight unseen. He knew the promise of the Messiah, and he believed it. When God told him that he was going to flood the earth and Noah needed to build an ark, even though Noah had never seen rain or a flood, he took God at his word, sight unseen. His righteousness came from believing God. And I know that that's true because when we turn to Genesis chapter 8, we see Noah and his family and the animals get off the ark. They get off the ark, and the Bible tells us that Noah built an altar to the Lord, that he sacrificed animals as burnt offerings to the Lord. And when the Lord smelled that pleasing aroma, that's when God said, I'll never judge the earth with a flood like this again. So, what was the difference here? Well, I want to tell you something. You may be shocked to hear that God also said, I'll never do this again, even though the intention of man's heart is evil from his youth. God is saying that after the flood, when there's only 8 people left on the face of the earth, and those 8 people are Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives. That's right. God was telling us that yes, Noah was still a sinner, but the difference was he believed in the sacrifice. He took those animals and he offered them as burnt offerings to the Lord because Noah knew the promise that God had made of a coming Messiah. He made it way back in the Garden of Eden. Noah believed that. And he knew that that animal sacrifice was a picture. It was a foreshadowing. It was a deposit on the reality that Jesus was going to come and give his life for the forgiveness of sin. Noah was a sinner like we are. But he trusted God, and God made him to be a man who obeyed.